Yeah? Well, after that, guess what? We need seriously to take a shower. I'm gonna go turn the hot water heater on. Oh, there she is. Floor dog. What you doing on the floor? There you go. That's a better. Yeah, huh? Well, that's. Oh, no, actually not these. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. That's right. All right. Anywho. So this has been this episode of the Life Recycled. This episode of the Life Recycled has been called. Where's Beans? She's supposed to be helping me close this out. She's supposed to be helping me close this out. Come on, Beans. All right, come on. Let's end the movie. Let's end that movie. Alrighty?
But I think it's the right decision overall.
You know, Beans, I think one day, just for fun, we'll take one of these and we'll hang it off of the collar right here. And we'll go walk it about and see what the camera sees. Huh? It'd be kind of interesting. Again. Yes. Makeup. You want some of it? After I'm done heating some coffee, I'll heat you up some of your macaroni if you want. Oh, you got a Slim Jim though. Save Slim Jim. Save the macaroni and eat the Slim Jim. Or, oh, you know what? Oh, we'll do that later. The Slim Jim and the macaroni. Sliced up. It'd be good, huh? Buttered noodles, buttered macaroni, and Slim Jim. Yeah, look at her wink in her left eye. And a right eye. That means a double yes. Huh, don't it? Doggies wink. That's how they say yes or no. Or that's actually how they say yes. They don't say no. Doggies don't know how to say no. They just don't do it. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. That's all there is to it. And we made a rhyme. But that's how we do it. What are we going to get done today? Oh. What is it that we're going to try to get done today? Well, plexiglass in those windows. That's right. So you want to be a landlord, episode 2. Plexiglass in the windows. That's what we're doing. And then, by the way, what is she doing on the floor? Floor dogs don't get to eat Slim Jims. There you go. So there's the outside. One B-roll. A-roll and B-roll. So, Slim Jim, maybe. My Slim Jim baby. I don't mean maybe. She likes her Slim Jims. These are original. She likes them spicy. She likes original. She likes spicy. She likes the hot Slim Jims. Hot, spicy, originals. She says, if you come and visit her on her mixers, you know, I'm just really realizing that mirror on that thing is really goofed up. It's really not very appropriately placed at all, is it? We got center this way, but we don't have any reference for up and down. Let me look at the shot here. Yeah, see, I've got Sabrina to the left. Here, shot's cutting off right here. That puts me here. Yeah, see, that mirror's wrong. Well, actually, the left and right's not bad. It's actually, not quite. Yeah. Well, as long as we know where it is. See, we can get into the center shot right about here. Okay. Center of shot. Can you see my reflection yet in the lens? Anyway, here. So, Jim. There you go. Can we catch one? Get a little juice out of it. Okay, now. Ready to catch? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Anyway, she misses. And she's not even in the shot. See? try another one. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And she, wait. I'm not going to let you eat that yet. You got to catch it. Okay, you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. She was faster than me that time. That's a fun game, huh? Yeah, to see if I can grab it back from you before you eat it. Huh. Anyway. Well, we gotta go get busy on this stuff pretty soon. Where's those other sunglasses I was wearing? I always keep misplacing. You know, we gotta find those sunglasses. It's disturbing me. I just wear those other ones. Go into business. Because of cataracts. And we can't keep hang on to a pair. We need to be in the business. And carry a case of them around for sale. Custom sunglasses. Where do I get something? I guess I gotta make them. Handmade. Oh, let's see. Custom sunglasses. How do we go down just like some Ray-Bans? No, I got it all screwed up. Now let's try it this way. See, if we were playing the key of the month, we need to be here. You know, like this. Yeah, the 1 for 5 is that the Aeolian. And the 5 ended up being a local. Kind of cool. But it ain't blues. How do we make it blues? By going. diminished chord. Respectfully mentioned. Yeah, baby, I feel it. Yeah, I feel it. We'd love to play Lucille. Who has Lucille? We do a benefit concert and play Lucille. Big, huge benefit concert. How about that? Medium. Yeah, man. Oh, it happened again. The quickening. I call it a quickening. I don't know. It's uncontrollable. It's like I feel when a soul comes over me and grabs and they come and go. And then, ever since Karen passed away, Beans, ever since she passed away, it's been that way. And she comes and I feel her continually. And she say, let it happen. Let it happen. They just come and they come and they come and they take over. And it's like I can't help it. And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm just rejoicing that these artists can come through me. The devil and they can use my yeah, they come and they use it. They grab a hold, they play. Oh my God, they play. Oh my God. That was just B.B. King just now. Coming through me, being so scary sometimes. Afterwards, it's just like, oh my. You said just let it be. Be happy. Just being happy, right? Oh boy, we need to be on stage doing this, letting them come. Oh my God. I'm scared. Oh God. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh my goodness, it takes so much out of me when it happens. Oh. Whew. Whew. Oh. I just saw a mouse, outside mouse. You know, if the mice were to stay outside, they'd be okay. I wouldn't mind. I'd give them a home on the porch, a nice little house they could live in and shit. A place they could shit. You know, that's what we love the mice too, you know, right? But we just hate what they do. We hate that they come in our house and shit and poop everywhere. You know? B.B. King just came through us, everybody. Didn't plan on that one. All this dude says, hey, let's kick back with beans and play a little guitar. And next thing I know, B.B. King, Karen's letting B.B. King come in. Karen didn't even know he was sure Karen. Karen, beloved spouse of 22 years. Right there, Karen. She let it happen. She came in 3 days later after she passed away, January 22nd. She came in to us, and she came into the body, and on that Wednesday, yeah, she wedded back to us. Like we wedded, when we give the vows, you know, when we talked, when we shared our vows, Karen, John 3:16, Kirk, the preacher, he says, do you take this woman to heaven home until death do you part? I say, nay, I take this woman to my soul to be one for eternity, for she needs one to attach to. She needs to have a soul to be with. And she took the name to her death. Took the name, I said name, the soul of the name. But the names aren't the soul. The soul is deeper than the name. Our souls come from a place where there are no names, and there are no words. There's only beingness. And we are. Our beingness is because we want to be. The essence of life, the quintessential essence of life is asexual, technically no sex. Capable of being either like me, well, both at the same time. So it's androgynous. It's the true nature of the world. It's at the root of existence. The nature of the soul has no gender. Where our gender is our soul choice. See, and our sex is our body choice. Our bodies choose for us. And our souls, well, you know, a lot of you know how that goes. Think you're born in the wrong body. We, me, myself, and I, we are absolutely content in our body because our body, well, with one thing, well, we got scar tissue down there where our vagina is supposed to be. Because we had an intestinal interlacing, uteral intestinal interlacing. That's what I would imagine what you call it. I've find any medical records or anything about it. But all I know is I see scar tissue down there when I look with the magnifying mirror, and I see remnant of labia, and I know that they've probably, when we were a baby, left the big dong because Daddy wanted a boy. And of course, I'm glad for that. We were so much in love with that. and then left the boys hanging there too. The Y. That's the little Y, by the way. It's a Y shape. You know, when you think about it. Look at you, you're just laughing away. She's just laughing at this. You don't think dogs laugh? They do. They smile, they laugh, they frown. They have all kinds of facial expressions in their eyes. You really learn. You can know pretty much what a doggy's thinking by reading their facial expressions. And right now she's thinking, that camera's still running, huh? Am I looking cute enough for the camera? Huh? Is she looking cute enough? Yes, she is. She's looking cute enough for the camera. She is. Okay. Alright. So she's doing her job. So, anyway. My savior. Right here. She's my savior. Anyway, I was talking about something I completely got off track. Now I don't even remember. Oh well. That'll come out later in other videos. See, you know what I need to do with these mirrors? Really, what needs to happen is these brackets need to be expanded over where the mirror can mount over the lens and so, see, I'm making two identical packages here. So, anyway, so there's two identical packages looking at each other, camera to camera. Here, if I turn them upside down, we still can't do camera to camera and mirror to mirror. But see, what needs to happen here, what I need to do is take and put a little hole in the mirror, right dead center for the camera, and just go ahead and mount these mirrors on the back of the, well, I need to extend the bracket over. It would be nice, but I mean that would be wrong. That would be sticking way out here. It would be a problem, unless if I mount it onto the phone. No, what we're gonna do, we want to leave these removable. So, because these come out pretty easy. So, what we want to do, I think, is we want to make the bracket come out over here far enough to put the mirror over the lens when it's in the bracket. That way we can look we can be looking right dead center. If we're dead center in the shot, we're dead center in the mirror, so we can know where to place ourselves in the correct artistic, so we can format the shot, so to speak, into some artistic eye. Oh, now here, listen. One sound. This is going to be two. So this is one video. In the other video, you're going to be challenged to find these videos. But when you can run them both at the same time, listen, here's one sound. Do this for the sound. Run these at the same time. And you're going to get like a little echo, time delay, whatever. And you can set the time delay by where you put where you start and stop. And you can pause it and started to stop and set the time delay. But now listen to this. This is going to be cool. Where's the mic? I'm gonna get it right next to it. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to go, hello. So you can sing, ay, 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 ay. And then what you do is if you can take, see, there's no way in Firefox or any browser to take and pan all the way left, one page all the way left, or one page all the way right. But when you hear it in stereo, from your stereo or your surround sound and all that, the way it decodes it, because of just the way the analog, the way the sound and the phase shifting goes on through that process. I mean, you ought to see that. You're gonna see that in the picture too. It's gonna be wild. But anyway, so the way the sound does its phase changing in the process, the Doppler effect causes a multiple of layers of sound to occur one over the other. And that's how you get the doubling effect in the process of the phase change. It is the Doppler effect doing it. So we're going to get into later conversations about, guess what? Speed of light. Speed of light. Speed of light. And then, you know what? Some of our conversation we're going to get to on our Friday mixers, we want to get people over. We want to have all kinds of cool conversations and video them. We want to have conversations about, oh, that's cool. We don't know what that one's looking at, but we know what this one's looking at, and this one's looking at a reflection in the camera. That's pretty wild looking. See, we get dead center camera. This. You see, we are in close proximity. It is dead center. But when we get off a few feet away, it's wrong. So that's why really the mirror needs to be in front of the lens, with a hole in it. A drill hole, mount it, extend an arm over, and mount the mirror right over the lens. And then it's about the same aspect ratio. Let's check it here with one camera and the other. Yeah, it's about the same aspect ratio. So if we put a hole right in the middle, and the camera lens coming through the hole, then we get to see where we're at in the shot, and then we'll no longer be cutting off the tops of our heads or the bottoms of our feet or whatever it is we don't want to cut off in the shot. Oh. Look what she's doing. Uh-oh. Look what she did while we were talking. She's being a bad girl. That's right. Floor dog again. That floor dog instinct coming out. That's better. That's a good girl. Yeah. Oh, that's better. Better couch dog, huh? Yeah. Way more comfortable, isn't it? Softer, comfy. Yeah. It's just that instinct you can't resist, huh? So, we need to get busy, huh? What are we going to call this video? We know what we're calling this video. What are we going to call this? What are we calling this video? Oh, that's what I was getting ready to say. Shaking. The principles of shaking. Oh. Entanglement and shaking. Oh, entanglement, not like entanglement of spin, like they're talking about entangled particles. Oh, we'll talk about entangled particles as we make this video. We're going to pause this video here. Let's pause it right now. So, let's see. Okay. Okay, Project Spaceflight. So I'm just wondering if I should give we have a website. I'm wondering if I should give Public Space Association its own YouTube channel and Google Plus account. Probably should, huh? Gonna run out of room here. Gonna have to crunch it. Do crunch spaces. Crunched. There we go. Public Space Association. There we go. Nice. Public Space Association. Alrighty. PUBLICSPACEASSOCIATION .SPACE. Public Space Association .space. That's the website. The main website for Public Space Association. The official website. Okay. There's she being a floor dog again. Here, come up here. Let's sing a song. Huh? Yeah, I want to sing a song. Okay? Here, I'm going to set this way back here. Okay, get a picture of the whole couch. Okay. We start it with the whatever horn this is. It's some kind of a Hebrew horn. That's the call of the moon monster. Alright, here we go. The Alpha Centauri moon monster. One of the moons around, Alpha Centauri Proxima, or around somewhere out there in the Alpha, in the Alpha quadrant. Okay, anyway, enough goofing off. So let's do this song. For Public Space Association, this is take one. Okay, from Public Space Association, space. We're going to do it in the key of September, Saturday, Friday, and then we're going to modulate into Friday of last month. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so. Okay. Well, there's something you should know. When you're traveling out in space, there are places you can go that will melt your face. So when you're traveling out in space, if it's a mistake that you go into some place, it will melt your face. Yeah, it's good, huh? Anyway. So what is that movie gonna be called? We're gonna have to change the name on that movie because we accidentally stopped. Hit the stupid button while we're doing this. Didn't plan on it. It was gonna be a life recycle movie for the swamp cooler thing. And we're gonna make another one for the swamp cooler. Not for this. For the. It was gonna be. Yeah. So you want to be a landlord movie, but now it's got to be something else. It can't be you want to be a landlord movie. We're going to have to label it something having to do with Public Space Association because guess what? That's all the time. So let's see. Roni and Sabrina go get coffee and talk about the Public Space Association. Oh yeah, and make a note and yeah, huh? Something like that, right? So that's what's going to happen to that one. It's uploading right now while we're making this one. So, this is what we're going to start doing. You know, the other day, while we were doing that drain thing, remember the drain snake one? Okay. The other day, we were out there and all that conversation that went on. The lady that lived there, okay, her little insecure mind comes over, and she comes over, sends her boy over, her husband, whatever, I guess they're married, sends him over to bitch at me about how she thought we were talking about her, blaming her for putting that handy wipe down the drain. See, this is what people do. And so it's all on YouTube. That movie's out there. There's no dispute. I didn't say nothing to her, about her at all that she overheard through her house. And her insecurities are not my problem. And there's my statement about that. See? And I'm going to just start doing it. My whole life's going to be on YouTube and on Facebook and out here on all the social networks. We'll be uploading and uploading and uploading everything we do. So there are no more disputes about anything. Nobody can say we did anything. Nobody said we'd said anything. Nobody can say anything about it because it'll be right there. An evidentiary, our whole life, online, every bit of it. Even somewhere we find a place where we can even, we have adult friend finder. We can put the adult stuff. Okay? That's how that'll go. That was a captive. I did it here though. In the key of G. One of my favorite phrases. I use that so much. You know who I got that from? Listening and getting tips off of Carlos Santana. Yes. We want to jam with you, by the way, Carlos. Before you die, we have to jam with you because you've been our main influencer. Quote. Okay. Respectful quote. Okay, so. There it is in the key of September. This was done in the key of March. September. Okay, August, September. Now I was going to do a music fact for everyone video. This is just, tell you what, this is what we'll do. When we do the music fact for everyone, we'll do this. Okay? We'll go through that then. Not now. Okay? That's uploading. Applauds you. This is an all-day movie we're making. I don't know what we're going to call this movie. It's going to be, I'll tell you what, this is a movie we're making for the Public Space Association. Okay? And our introduction to the world. That's how that's going to go. We need an official theme song. We've got to create some official theme music for the Public Space Association. What, Rada? Tell me? Say it again. Wow. Interesting. She says it should be a collaboration of people from online. So what we do is we create a background, do the guitar backing track community. That's what she says. She's smart. I think she's smarter than me. Get off of me, fly. See? We haven't figured out how to teach these flies not to land on me. We're trying to teach their whole species a new trait, so that way they don't bother us no more. No more human interference. And if they want to fly around and clean up our house, that's fine. They could come in, they fly around, clean up the house, and leave. But don't land on me. You land on me, flies. The flies land on me. They're fair game for a whacking. That's all there is to it. Just like everybody's space. Everybody has space. See? Oh, this is Public Space Association movie. This is our official introduction, really. So, everybody has space. Everybody has a personal space. We want everybody's space to be respected. No more involuntary intrusions for anybody. Okay? So, that means the fly is not landing on you. The fly lands, look, she's shaking because I reached and whacked the fly, and then the guitar hit the horn and hear it, and then so we're going to do it as Jewish tradition does for them. She likes that one. You like it, huh? Almost says Sabrina, huh? Sabrina! See? Yeah. When I think about all the women that put me in this place, my mind is so infuriated, I think I might lose face. Oops. Yeah, I'm trying to remember this one. I got it written down somewhere. We gotta find it. Maybe by somewhere by the next year. Ow! As a matter of fact, we got a court case coming up about it. He said what they said against what the thing. Blah. And some fabricated stupid ticket. What the hell? I'll show you that. I'll dig it out later. Anyway, I think what we'll do is we're gonna win the case. We'll get done with the case. We already got halfway through got basically exonerated off the first part of it. It was an old marijuana case they wanted, what they didn't really want to do is close out the warrant. And in doing so, they fabricated this thing about Sabrina and about me supposedly, and it says on the ticket, it says, humane treatment. Yeah, I treat her very humanely. She gets spoiled to death, actually. The fact of that. Yes. So, anyway, for a while I was captive there. But early on this song was written because of being captive over another situation that was also wrong. Anyway, so we're using this Public Space Association video to introduce a song to the world, actually. Maybe not. Oh, well, introducing a portion of the song. Coming soon. We're going to produce it soon. We'll try to get it done. We'll release it by March of next year is what we're going to try to start doing. So whatever keys these songs of the past are in, I'm going to do it, release it according to the Jukes calendar, okay? And we'll make music videos with color themes in the videos according to the key signature of the song. And we'll try to have them done by the time the month comes. By the time the month comes, it lines up with the key signature according to the Jukes calendar clock. So, anyways, we're going to look up the lyrics to that one. So let's introduce this one too. We've got this one that's going to be also. We got one, Karen's song we wrote early on in our relationship. she brought me a lot of joy, but a lot of blues too in the process of our relationship. And it's in the key of C because she was born in August. Actually, it modulates though because we had a lot of turmoil every month, every year. We moved on the average of once a year. This was the cost, the price of mental illness. And through the process, well, we were already damaged from being a damaged puppy. So when we were being a damaged puppy already, what happened was we just got more damaged in the process of time and through our relationship dealing with her. But we loved her so much and we didn't want to ever leave her. She needed us so bad, and so but it damaged us. We're a burnt puppy from it. That's why I take which by the way, show the world. We're medicated. It's like meds. There's nothing mental illness, you learn about it, you deal with it, medicate it, learn. The thing about it is, through the process of being Karen's observer and involved in her case and all that, and her being, I was her nurse for a while, so she'd let me be her nurse and she'd get really well. And I'd work with Dr. Vacoma, and she'd get really well and everything, and then she'd want to be independent and say, well, don't mess with my medicines and stuff, and she'd want to be her own nurse and try to take her medicine. She wouldn't go, she'd get off the schedule. I'd put her on a schedule that would take the medicines and time them accordingly in a schedule so they blend together just perfect, right? And she would get all well and perfect, including the pain meds and everything, and then she'd want to do it herself. And we moved into this place December 12th. December 1st, 2012. Yeah, December 1st, 2012. And she got to live here all of about 5 weeks, and then she ended up, and she was managing her medicine herself, and I had gone to help pay for stuff. I'd gone back to work for my apartment. So you want to be a landlord? See, there's that movie. We're going to be making that after that's. So take that in the field. After that's uploaded, we'll go do that. But yeah, we got involved in the landlord business again, and maintenance repair end of it, and to make money, we'd go to Vegas and come back. It was that weekend. We'd come back, and Fateful Sunday, I was trying to get organized. I still had trailers and stuff. They had stuff on it, trying to unload, deal with. We got to be here all of. She got to be here in a new place. She died January 20th, 2013. She was born on Saturday in August. 1962, I think, was a Saturday. And she died on a Sunday. And we cried that Sunday, and then the Monday. And we cried the Tuesday, and we cried the Wednesday, and we cried that Friday, and we cried some more Thursday, and we cried that Friday, and we ran out of tears, and then it rained. Wednesday was the day. That Wednesday in August was the day that she came and reminded us of the vows. We're back to that again in this movie. Anyway, this is a long movie for a reason. Because we're talking about the Public Space Association, where we were talking about, we got off on a tangent about some reminiscing about the passed away ones, and about how they channel our body. All that started because of B.B. King. And that was going to be, we really just started recording just because we're recording. We got to figure out what to name these movies. So we're going to be recording everything now, or sending everything, from now on, everything, somewhere. Anyway, so just take a break, okay? We'll just take a break. We're gonna go. Well, see, this isn't done uploading, so we're just killing time. I'm waiting for that to upload. We could go label it. Let's go tag it, because I hate the little keyboards, and then it doesn't give you on the app. That's something that could change. Give you a little more time to hit the button to get to the keyboard, or just send it to the keyboard first. Then you could label it. But I'm sorry, I get so emotional when things are wrong. W-R-O-N-G. My name is Roni. It comes from the word Ron, or Ronald. Okay, my parents gave me the name Ronald. Okay, so R-O-N-A-L-D turns into R-O-N. Oh, but if you put something incorrect in front of the name Ron, you get Ron G, or the Ron who's aligned with the great gravity crater. Some people call you God, call him God, it God, and they. We know it, them, they as a they, and know them personally as beyond any names. From the start of it, from way back when, before the big one. Just chill. And then, I don't know, maybe we want to get on that court case deal. Maybe, we're thinking about it, getting the news media involved, the other medias. And Old Master Jukes Publishing is already involved. Get other media aligned and publishing out on TV to expose these kangaroos here in Pahrump. Thing is that we start exposing them, that, it'll expose them all the way down to the police officers, down to the animal control people that wrote the ticket about it in the first place. I wonder what they will find when we send an independent investigative reporter in. When CNN sends somebody in, exposing injustice. And we'll find what other injustices were done. How many people are stuck in there, just because of the money they owe. So that's what's wrong with our justice system. It's all still attached to money. M-O-N-E-Y. There's better places that money could go. I'm telling you the truth. I think criminals ought to be taken. Really, people who commit crimes should be, first thing they do is take them into a mental institution and evaluate their mental health. First. I'm talking about serious crimes like stabbings, shootings, stealing. Huh. chilling out, huh? Huh. She got her hand on the guitar. Vibrate. I'd like you to learn to play. You learn to play guitar with your hands. You got you. Let's play. Yeah, huh? Oh, yeah, you don't know how to play some notes. Here, how about you play some? How about you play this one? Right here. I'll strum. All you gotta do is this at the right angle here. All you gotta do is put your hand on it. Okay? You ready? See? You're having fun. Well, we're gonna have some more fun. We're gonna go out in the field. As soon as this is, it's still not done yet. It's good. It'll be done in a few minutes. We're gonna tag it. Here, you want to stare at Sabrina for a while in our all-day movie, hanging out on the top of the couch like a Snoopy would do. She got her tail. This is a Public Space Association video. Okay, she got her tail on a really cool aviation book called Front Row Center. It's all about aviation. Airplanes. Okay. Stare at Sabrina for a while. Wider shot right here. Okay. Now just marvel at Sabrina's cuteness. Go label this movie. Well, there's a lot of good stuff. Lots and lots of CNN and Fox News Trump stuff for my trending topics video we're going to make later. After we cut this one, after this movie that we're making right here, this one, okay, is over, and we publish that. Well, we're going to be making that movie. We're going to publish that. And while that one's uploading, on one of these others, we'll do a trending topic, or maybe on one of the other cameras. Maybe we'll come right off of our... Oh, that's how to do the trending topics. We do it right out of our chair over there. The trending topics movies from this chair right here. That's how to do it. Right there. Okay. Facing out into the room. Okay. From the laptop right here. Okay. But it'd be like that view. Here. We'd have something like this. but with lights. Okay, that'll work. Trending topics later. Okay, coming soon. We'll start from now on. We're going to be doing every day. We'll do a trending topics video. It'll be about 10 minutes long is all. Okay, but it'll be commentary. It'll be commentary on what we get off of CNN and Fox News. Okay, and other places. What comes into our notifications box. Trending topics. And maybe we'll find something to watch if we get bored and there's nothing really good coming through the notifications and we need to make one. We do 1 or 2 or 3 a day. Trending topics. We'll find something on the net to talk about. But I want to start doing that every day. While we make Public Space Association videos and other videos. Every day, all day, making video and uploading. Making video of everything we do, including when we're working on the audio recordings and stuff. We're going to have a camera running from now on. Yeah. So somewhere along the way, somewhere we're going to be uploading to something somewhere. Okay, something. That's right. Never not on camera. We're going to be a 24/7 camera. So I think what we're going to do is nighttime. That's what we're going to do. We're going to use our Adult Friend Finder account, and we're going to go ahead and hook up a camera to it at night, and it'll be a nighttime camera watching me sleep. Oh, see, that don't work. You know why? Oh, there's a problem. See, because, well, oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we won't do that. We will have a camera running, a surveillance camera at night, but that won't be broadcast. Unless we want to broadcast it. If something happens on that camera and we want to broadcast it, right? Right. In which case, then we broadcast the video. Right. Okay, that's almost done. Anyway, here. So, continuing this movie, while we're waiting for that, what can we do next on this movie? More about this. The Public Space Association. We are not only interested in outer space, we're also interested in all space. Every space. Even MySpace. You know MySpace still exists? You go to I, MySpace, /I. You can hear some music. It's cover songs. Here's the logo, Public Space Association logo. You got a glare from the lights. Anyway, this is going to have to move because actually we got a room we're going to set up a desk. We haven't set up a desk yet. So this will have to move because we got closet build, which is soundproofing in this little room. See, what we're trying to do is we're kind of, as far as space goes, that's why we're here. While we're here just by fate, because Karen put us here, and this is her last wish. We consider it her last wish that this doggy live here for perpetuity. In other words, her ashes, Sabrina's ashes, go here, along with Karen's ashes and my ashes, and also what go here. This is also the crypt for Lappy's ashes, one of Karen's little favorite doggies years ago. Anyway, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, this wardrobe closet for the wardrobe division of OK Jam's Result Productions, which produces for an Old Master Jukes Publishing, who carries Public Space Association. Okay, so that's how that goes. And Public Space Association is probably going to be, I don't know, we might be set up, we might do it under a charter of another org, .org, as far as handling the tax exempt statuses. Right now we're not tax exempt, okay? We'll just let everybody know that. You donate to us. Now what we do, I promise absolutely, every year we will publish on the website. I'm going to have a link on the website that takes you to our disclosure of where every money goes. Right now we're operating on my own. Me, myself, and I, and Sabrina are the sole. Myself and I are the administrator. Now we need to turn the song clear on. The administrator. And the primary financier. We have had one person donate $20, and the $20 has proceeded to get this. It got the .space, Public Space Association .space. Anyway, you can we're going to change some of that's out there on P.S.A. It's P.S.A.andoldmasterjukes.com is where the original website. It's the anchor site, okay. But this is the official website. And then, so what we're going to do ultimately is probably redirect that subdomain here after we get it built. But so what's out there on that subdomain is subject to change, because I think, well, see, there's already people that want to mine asteroids, and we put a bunch of stuff out there like that. What we really want to do, we're interested in this, getting our Viper built, and we want to build. Whoever the biggest supporter who comes along and comes up with stuff like, machinery and resources to build this thing, and helpers, people who have technical knowledge, who have degrees that can understand what in the hell I'm talking about. People understand stuff like this. See, you have to understand this to completely understand this. Because what makes this work, why this works, is because of this. High school physics, baby. Anyway, so in the process of all this, we gotta make a bunch of videos showing you all the different experiments we've gone through, and there's other experiments we're gonna have to do, because there are some unknowns. Because we do not have a friction constant, or we don't have a friction value for this, because we haven't determined what exact radius we want to run at. We haven't determined exact what circumference we want at the output of the vortex field accelerator. Ooh, there's a nice little pencil. It's a good pointer. Official looking drafting pencil for a pointer. Okay, see. So I'm going to describe you right here. Since this is the official introduction for the Public Space Association. Basically, what we want to do is, on conventional rockets, we want to help bring about a very, very large space station, an artificial gravity space colony, in one of the Lagrange orbits. Lagrange. Oh, by the way, there's a good Lagrange. Walter Loon put a very good Lagrange problem if you want to work your brain a little bit right now. It's only going to be out there. Probably tomorrow he's taking it down. Okay? It's excellent. Dual mechanical oscillators. It's excellent. If you want to look it up online, you could start looking up the Albert's principle. Albert's principle says how the two oscillators that are equal to each other ultimately phase cancel to a result of zero. Anyway, basically, in short. Now, what we got here, this is how this works. The crown. The mezzanine attaches the middle. Okay? The top part of the accelerator bolts to the mezzanine on the interior. The primary accelerator motors, stages, bolt to the bottom of the mezzanine. Then there's a recollection assembly. Throughout all of this, there's electromagnets through this whole thing. And electromagnets here and here. Don't need them here. No. And then I forgot, this can do this. This has a little spot in it that does that. It's a little apple thing, you know, basically like it's a pear-shaped. That's it. It's kind of pear-shaped. All right, so electromagnets pick up this stuff right here. I've shown you this before. You can buy toys now online that use a ferrofluid. Okay. Alright, so I got in my notes, I looked it up. I can look it up for you, but I'm not going to bother. I have in my notes how many Gauss or Tesla this spherical magnet is. Alright, and you basically see what the response, because it's got its own magnetic fields, each little piece of it. When the magnetic field around it changes, it does stuff. See, look at that. It's like becomes alive. Ooh, it's alive! Ooh! You'll see online, one of the videos, I got to click it into the space stuff playlist, is a one of this moving some of these. Pumping this stuff, pumping these around and basically a vorticile accelerator, vorticile accelerator. Anyway. That was done not with any of this you're going to see in this notebook. It was done with trickery, which I'm not going to tell you how. But it represents it, and that's all it's got to do, is it represents how this stuff works. So, now, because we've demonstrated our armature, we have our, let me go further in, well, actually we're going, so basically, if you think of it like that, we got to go deeper into it now. We're going to go through all this stuff into here. Windings go around here, and here, here, and here. It's primary motor, stage 1 of 12. 1 of 12. I need to label that. One of 12 stages. Okay, 1 of 12 stages. This has a catch plate. Then it comes out really wide, really extreme taper until it tapers off tighter and tighter. Okay, as it goes up the accelerator. This is the primary where it pulls it in and grabs it and starts accelerating. So let's go back here now. Go back to this part of the face. Here's a representative of the windings, how it is. So when this is energized with the magnetic field, okay, this smuzz goes does. So the smuzz is the armature. The outside is the stator. Okay, the smuzz the magnoferrofluid, okay? Magnoferrofluid. It specifies that it's not iron in water or in a fluid, in some solvent or something. It is magnets mashed into bits. Here, I want to make some more right now, right in front of me. How about this? Speaker magnets. Send me speaker magnets. I'll give you my address. Okay, that's how you can donate some speaker magnets. Here, I gotta make a more efficient way of making blood. But right now, this is how I've been doing it. Right here with this. These right here, and we just take and go smash, smash, smash. I gotta read it. Smash, smash, smash. Take it, break them down into small starter bits with a hammer. I do have access. Guess what? We do have access to a machine. You send me speaker magnets, and I need a very large steel ball. It can be hardened steel, please. For the ball mill, needs to be that big around. 50 pounds. 50-pound steel ball for the ball mill I have access to. And send me some speaker magnets. We'll make more of this. And we're going to need, as we go along, we're going to be recycling computers, the computer housings, the frames, the tops, washing machine cases to build this. Now, here's how this is going to go. We personally will build 4 of these. Okay? We'll build 4 of these. Then here, though, by the way, this is, let you know, this is cooling ports. It's pumped by the ferrofluid. Okay? There's a lot of heat produced right here. So anyway, the fluid, the cooling fluid's pumped up the vorticile accelerator along with the mass, the motive mass, the armature. Yeah, see that? You start with a hammer. And I wonder what a grinder would do. Would it demagnetize it? Because of the heat? Would they remagnetize? Would the particles remagnetize? I need to try that. We need to try hitting it with a grinder, huh? I got it. So, and then if there's anybody out there that wants to become directly involved and wants to come and help do stuff, please make yourself visible to me and us. And if you get directly involved, as we make one, I'm gonna make 2. We're making 2 at once. One's gonna run this way, and I didn't finish telling you how. Basically, the material's picked up and accelerated horizontally with angular momentum, orders of magnitude of velocity to arrive at relative mass of considerable orders of magnitude of relative mass. Okay. Which then it arrives at the top of the accelerator and escapes from the top of the accelerator. At that point, the horizontal angular momentum is exchanged into the Coriolis force, it's a centrifugal force here against the centripetal zone, causing the centripetal force, keeping it angular. Okay, because there's a taper, it's off angle, it will crawl towards it's like going downhill to this material. This material thinks it's going downhill when it's going up here. and it thinks it's going downhill. Okay, so now as it's going here, when it reaches the top, okay, Coriolis force. That's the exchange from of angular momentum into linear momentum. Okay, so this large mass here, we'll represent it with this. This is a really good model, actually, using some of this for this. Okay, so it starts out now. Once we energize the magnets and we pick up, see, in other words, large mass the mass will be hanging down in the bottom. Okay, get a little more. Okay, anyway, so now the mass is hanging out in the bottom of this. All right, so now I get a non-magnet to smash. Okay, so now here's what happens. And this is like from Earth before you take off and go into orbit and end up in 0G. Okay, now 0G's is a whole nother deal. Okay, in 0G's, this stuff might be hanging out wherever in there, you know, in which case it needs to be drawn in. That's what all these magnets out here are for. Okay, and they are to control the velocity as it's coming back in and help get it slowed back down. Because here's how this goes. This material gets picked up into here and it starts spinning around. I could make an animation, stop animation, it'd be great for this. Spinning around. Spinning around. Okay, now when it happens, because of the Euler force in here, okay, centrifugal force causing the Euler force because of the angle of the thing. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Okay, causes this stuff to do this, and it comes up here now. It spins up here as it's up here, and it's like, and then because we're driving this with electric magnets, we can speed it up to whatever speed we need. Okay, and this stuff rises up in here, and when it reaches the top, it breaks out of here and goes sprays out into here. Okay, once there's a whole nother set of equations that involving that spray thing we can express, but we're not going to express that here. As that stuff sprays out into the crown, okay, it gives off this tight radius, causes it to give off centrifugal force here. Boom, boom, boom. This impulse, the impulse from the linear momentum being then converted instantly. This material is going here like this, down here like that, okay, and it converts the conserved momentum, okay, into vertical angular momentum, okay, at orders of magnitude of relative mass. So here's like this. Say we have 100 kilograms here of this stuff, all collectively with some fluid, some cooling fluid in here too, okay, which is pumped by this material, because when the stuff does it works just like these tornadoes and twisters and hurricane eyes that we're affectionately naming these after. Okay, these Tasmanian Devil units. This Tasmanian Devil in here, and this is the TAS unit. We're calling it a TAS unit for the Viper, which we're calling we're calling both vehicles a Viper. The bike's going to be a Viper. We're going to make a bike with two of these. This would be so cool. Anyway, and then the four-wheeled one, the four one, you know, 4 TAS unit one would be a car shaped, regular family car shaped thing. Okay, so now as that material comes across here, all of that conserved momentum is extracted, and this stuff slows down because of friction here. Okay, which we expect that friction, want that friction. Now because that material is coming off, this is a perfect model. Use our model for this thing we made, you know, our drill powered demo model. Okay, we'll use this stuff inside and stick it to the side and show the pathway of the stuff inside this. Okay, so let's just make it, imagine there's 2 pieces of smuds. They've just come out of the vorticile accelerator right here. Boom. Okay, and they're going whip-a-doo, really fast, okay, across here. They give up all of their angular momentum here. Okay, now this has a ridge. The actual one won't have a ridge. Okay, so now let's switch to another model. This is not magnetic. How about that? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, it does stick. Okay, it's just real weak. All right, so let's switch to this model and watch what happens. Now let's just go to one piece. One dot makes it easier. So, and I'll plot the path with gravity. Just let the dot hang the path. Okay, so it's coming out here at this angle. See, now watch what happens. See, it's set up from its exit from the vortixial accelerator into the crown. Its centrifugal force then is given up as it's slowed down, and it comes here at an angle which that allows for, and the mezzanine is channeled in order to accommodate it, and so it allows for the recollection of the material back into horizontal angular momentum here. So the pathway ultimately does this. Here, imagine this is one piece, one little dot, and here it comes out, goes boom, like here, and then it's collected back here like this. And back, boom. So it goes zzz, boom, zzz, boom, zzz, boom, zzz, and ultimately it's the big pulley. This and by the way this works, it's relative ratio about 200 to 1. So this big pulley, imagine a big pulley, and the little pulley. Okay, and then two other factors make it work. As this is doing it, there's only enough smudge in here to come up here and come out of here once. So once it comes out of here, this thing's empty, and all this mass is no longer attached to this. It is in free flight through here, and then once it reaches this has this piece doesn't care that this piece and this piece, where this came from, is attached to it. Okay? See? I'm getting it. So, force at radius R. I don't want to write notes in here. But here, let me just go here. Okay? So we got radius 1 and radius 2. Okay? Centrifugal force is equal to in newtons, mass times mass in kilograms times the velocity in meters squared, divided by the radius in meters. Okay, so if the force 1, the radius here, so we got this 1 kilogram, so no, let's say 100 kilograms of mass, we accelerate it to 5 times the speed of sound coming out of here, and we run it across a radius of about this marijuana tray here, and the effective part right here is about a 90 degrees, 80 to 90 degrees slice of pie. That's all we care about. That force right there, boom. Okay, so it's in newtons, 1 arc second worth of force here. Okay, and so force over time equals total thrust, blah blah, net force, all that math. Anyway, skipping over all that math, it works, and it's done with high school physics. High school physics. Oh, minus this stuff is all this Maxwell's equations and Ohm's law and a bunch of other stuff we still have yet to delve into deeper. But because there's tons of equations here involving getting this material to go, but we already have in our notes about that much. That is about, we managed to get off about almost a cubic centimeter of it. This would measure out to point. If we measure it's a cubic. The diameter is not quite a centimeter. I don't have a handy way to measure it. Anyway, but we figured out in our notes the amount of Tesla required. Oh, we never did go label that. That started and we never went and labeled it. Anyway, so we figured out the amount of Tesla required to move the amount of mass, which then equates to the amount of electrical energy in this thing. Okay, the amount of watts required to move the mass. Okay. Ultimately, though, regardless of the amount of power it takes, let's just do a rough, just rough it and calculate with me. Let's say we've got 100 kilograms of this stuff and water, okay, collectively in here, okay? And we start this thing up, and it spins up, okay? We end up at 5 times the speed of sound here, and all this mass coming out here going, spraying out into this centripetal zone, okay? The amount of centrifugal force we get off of there is determined by what radius we choose to make this crown, okay? The amount of resistance we get is determined, against that is determined by what angle we want to make this recollector. The angle of this recollector is critical according to the length of this accelerator by the amount of time it takes for this material to be accelerated and escape. Okay? So the amount of thrust we get is force 1. Force 1 where force 1 is greater than force 2. Okay? Over time. That's the final equation. Bottom line is we do this 100 times a second. Okay? Spray this out of here 100 times a second. Okay? At 5 times the speed of sound, 1 kilogram across a radius, say, about like the marijuana tray. What is that? A radius of, just guess. Let's just guess at it. It's 10 centimeters, 30 centimeters. Okay? It's 0.3 meters. Okay? 0.3 meters. So, 100 kilograms times 5,000 meters per second squared. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 6 zeros. So it's 25 with 6 zeros on it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 25 million. Okay? Divided by 0.3. 25 million divided by 0.3 is 1 million divided by 0.3 is 3,000? Is it 300? No. Well, let's just use a calculator. This is still uploading. We can exit though and go to the calculator while it's uploading and stay uploading. Okay, calculator. Okay. All right. So let's start from the scratch. We've got 100 kilograms. Okay. Times our velocity of 5,000 meters per second squared. Okay. Divided by a radius of 0.3 meters equals 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's, let's see, 1,000, 10. It is 8, 3, 3. All right, let's see. 100 kg at 5k, meters per second across a 0.3 meter radius equals 8, comma, 3, 3, comma, 3, come on, right, stupid pen, 8, 3, 3, 3, comma, 3, 3, 3, comma, 3, 3, 3, point 3, point 3, newtons. Wow! Okay, but that's not, and then we got to take and figure, all right, so how long is this thing? What would be the radius? Okay, if we got a radius that big, this thing's going to be, it's going to be about a meter long here, this whole deal. Okay, so and then maybe not quite a meter. From here, less than a meter. But that would make this radius that would make this radius well, let's just estimate it, guesstimate at it for a minute, just for some relative numbers. Okay, let's say we construct it where the radius is 1 meter. Yeah, that's about right. That's maybe 2 meters. By the time it goes around by the time it goes and comes at and takes the angle around the way it does in the process of converting back to horizontal angular momentum, horizontal angular flow. Okay, here. Okay. So let's just hypothetical radius of 2 meters. Okay, so let's clear this out and let's take and go, let's figure it's going to lose, say, half of its speed around that corner. By what material, by how we design this, we could determine how much speed it loses. But we want it to not lose any speed too much through that primary area of action. So, but then we want it to lose a lot of speed. But if we have it lose too much speed, we'll have that mass causing drag, okay, on the lift. And we really will have it lose too much speed, other than the natural speed it's going to lose as it goes around that arc and gives up its conserved momentum. So, okay, the saving grace with this will be near lock rotor amps, but it's only got to run. Trying to get that mouse, huh? Look, she's mousing. She's mousing like a cat. All right, so let's do it. Let's figure it at about 2 meters and about half the velocity. So now we're talking about that's not the pin for that. Darn it, I'm not trying to use that on the keyboard. All right, 2,500 meters per second times. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Here, wait a minute. 100 kilograms. 100 times 100 meters but times 2,500 meters per second. Okay, squared. Divided by 2 meters. 2 equals only the other radius. So the other one, let's say, was 2 meters at 2,500. And 2 meter radius, 2,500 meters per second, and we get 312, comma 500, comma 000. So that's 312,500,000 newtons. So now what we do, let's take that in the answer, okay? And let's subtract from that number, this number. 8333. Or wait a minute. So we got 312,500,000 newtons minus, okay, oops, minus 333, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's 8,333,333,333.3 newtons. So we'll put the 0.3 in there. Equals a difference of equals a difference of 8, comma 0, 2, 0, comma 8, 3, 3, comma 333, period, 0.3 newtons. Yeah. We end up with 8,020,333,333.3 newtons of lift. Bah! There it is, people. Introducing it to the world right now. I'm building it, and out of junk. And then we'll show you, since it's the official Public Space Association intro video. There's the beginning. There's a junk mock-up test, just to see how hard they are to cut out. We're not cutting them by hand with weed cutters, that's for sure. We have mechanisms. We will use machinery. Anyway, that's it. We're going to say goodbye for now on this video. We'll see you later. Okay? Sabrina. Okay, Sabrina says, see you later. Yeah, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh, yes indeed. Sabrina says, say it. Say bye. Say bye. In doggy talk, say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say it. No, she never.